All right, here we go. Congressional life, getting off to a glamorous start. See ya! Because a lot of times we'll tune in to cable news or we'll watch what's going on TV, and all we're reading about is bills, and all we're reading about is legislation or the political dynamics. And I've kind of spoken about this before, about making it real. What happens when you actually check into orientation? You get a swag bag. But I think it's really important that when we actually show people that government is a real thing, that it is something that you can be a part of.
This leadership fight.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 16 House Democrats who signed a letter saying the time has come for new leadership, basically saying they won't vote for Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, we're Democrats protesting Democrats.
Where are you, and how do you read this fight?
We have about 16 signatories. 14 of them are male. There are very few people of color. There's very few ideological diversity.
Yeah.
It's not like there are progressives that are signing on. It's not like you have a broad-based coalition. My main concern was that there is no vision, no common value, no goal that is really articulated in this letter aside from we need to change. I do think that we got sent to Congress on a mandate to change how government works, to change what government even looks like.
What I'm hearing from you is that you don't feel like there's an ideological or substantive sort of agenda-driven core of this.
I'm not totally bought into the concept.
Your plans to continue the process of primarying incumbent Democrats, which is how, of course, you got to Congress. I wonder, how does that color the relationships you have with the incumbents?
We're going to support working class candidates to run in midterm elections. And so they have supported and endorsed candidates in red to blues, in open primaries, but they do not shy away from actual primaries in blue races either.
She's very popular among the Democratic base, and she's determined to remake the party along very different lines. She just gave support to Justice Democrats. That's a group plotting primary challenges to Democrats they deem insufficiently progressive and insufficiently diverse.
But if you look at, Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie Sanders, Dianne Feinstein, and they're all about, as you said, they're all about the identity poll. They're saying, oh yeah, if you're a Muslim, a transgender, then Joe Biden is your guy, or Bernie Sanders is your guy. And at a certain point, these identity groups, like the youngest Congresswoman, decide, no, well, wait a minute, we'd like a piece of the action.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should elevate people on the basis of irrelevant criteria like their race of all things. I think it's immoral, actually, no matter what the race is. On the other hand, they wrote these rules. And they don't want to live by these rules, but they want everyone else to live by them.
And they're being taken out by people who took them at their word, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Give and take. Welcome to Washington.